ladies and gentlemen, there's some fine people in this world, and those fine people reside at Summer Ever. So let me tell you a little bit about them. They are a men's shirt company where you can spend less money but get a better shirt. When I say that they have shirts for every occasion, look at this Christmas shirt I got. Huh? Look at that. Can you see it? Oh, baby. Shirts for everything. I'm going to go to my closet right now and show you a couple other ones that I have. But I want you guys to go down to in the description box below. There's a link to their website where you can get all sorts of this cool stuff for not very much money. Look at these fabulous things. I might get the dealers to wear this, and this looks like a bartender shirt.
Escape now, I just wait for better days. I lost myself in your reality. Lost myself. I lost myself in your reality. Lost myself. I feel that life, according to a friend, we're all shrink wrapped.
This is a bomb pot. You can tell because I have 4 cards. And there's 2 flops, and those are both like telltale signs. I used to enjoy bomb pots. I really did. But in smaller games like the one that we're playing here, they can sort of kill the action because people don't have enough money to be playing these things. I'm not saying like they don't have money in their personal life. I'm saying they don't have enough money on the felt. They didn't buy in for enough to be able to support this kind of action. Now, this is a smaller one, only 360 in their 4 ways, and I have not a clue how I got there. Oh, I rivered 3 7s. I guess it's not going to work, though. I rivered 7s full, and it's not good. That's bad. That's not good. How did I lose that hand? Surely that graphic has to be wrong, right? It just has to be. How could I lose that hand? You can't lose a bomb pot with a full house. Here I play a pot against the club's owner. This is Chris. I won the main event Moneymaker. I don't even know if that's his middle name. And he makes it 15. I call with the 5-7. The middle position player comes along, the big blind, big goober, makes the calls. Well, we go 4 ways to this flop, and it's deuce 3-9. That's not a bad. Well, no, I take it back. Now that's a good turn card. As bad of a flop it was, that's probably the hand-picked turn card I would pick. I throw out a $30 wager. This serves 2 purposes. One, 7 high is probably not winning, and maybe they'll just fold, and then I win, and that's a win for everybody. Or I hit my hand and the pot is bigger, but I don't hit my hand. It's a 5, so I'm going to check this one back after Chris checks because I don't have anything. Just a little showdown value, and he throws his hand right where it belongs correctly into the muck.
What's up, everybody? Andy's here checking out Moneymaker Social Club.
Who is Andy? Where did the name Andy even come from?
And whatever he shows you about how bad I play, it's really not that bad. But love for him to come to experience it in person. I want to thank him for coming up here and checking out the club. We just opened on Friday. Hoping he's having a good time. It looks like his wife's beating his tail in a little bit, but she's playing really well. I'm not sure about him, but I'm really thankful they came up and supporting the room. Really kind of you. Hope you guys come check it out.
Now this hand with a straddle to 6 with under the gun plus 2 calls. The middle position makes it 40. I'm coming along with my my suited connector. I'll tell you one thing. If I take suited connectors out of my range, any range, pre-flop, flop, turn, river, any spot where I have a suited connector, I would save money by not playing it. I guarantee it. King, Jack 3. I made a flush draw. Now look at this. These turn cards at Moneymakers are just da bomb. I now have 4 ways I can go. When I say 4 ways, that's a really bad way of saying I can hit 2 straights, and then flushes. And I'm not even sure what the 4th way I was insinuating even means. Under the gun 2 makes it 120. There's 320 in there. That sounds fine for me. I'm coming along. We're gonna go heads up to a river, and I'm looking to hit a deuce, a 7, or a spade, and that is none of those. That is a 9 of clubs. Now I have 6 high. So I'm firing, baby. I'm going in there for 250 bones, and this dude is just going to have to fold, but he calls instead and completely owns my soul because he has 8-4 of spades. So when I said I wanted a deuce 7 or a spade, what I really meant was I wanted a deuce 7, 5, or 6 because a spade, he would have, as hard as he raped me there, he would have raped me even harder. Here's another bomb pot. Again, you can tell because I have 4 cards. I guess it could technically just be Omaha, but it's not. It's a bomb pot. And I have a set on top and nothing down below. I was telling Grace Was I telling Grace? No, I was telling me. Grace is in this hand. That's why she's on top of my mind. And here's the thing. You guys are playing on the table. We don't have a choice. Moneymaker had one game going. We would have preferred not to. They had one table. What are you going to do? Anyway, in my head, I was thinking it'd be really cool here if someone had deuce 4 and an 8 in their hand. That would be a really good hand because I only have 3 5s where they would have a straight and they would have a full house on the bottom. So 320 from the big, under the gun +1. Oh, that's me. I call the 320. Grace comes along for 320. There's 1290 in there. I'm looking to hit a full house on top to get, beat someone's flourish, but I don't. End up making like a little lonely pair of 9s on the bottom. Dude goes all in for $450. Now, that's not a terrible price, $450 to win $1740, but there's a person behind me who has shown absolute strength, plus she's a little on the nitty side anyway. And look at that, she has the 8-4 deuce hand, so that's going to be a scoop-de-doop. That is one of those hands where you win both sides, and that's sort of where you make these money in these bomb pots. You see how big these pots get, and when they get that big, now I'm supposed to be leaving here, not to interrupt myself, I'm supposed to be leaving. And the dealer, he dealt me a hand anyway. He dealt me the Jack-10 of diamonds, so I'm like, oh, good God, how much am I going to lose on this hand? Because anytime they deal you a hand and you're trying to lose, and those are chip cocks. Yeah, those are chip, whatever. They're chip. Oh, man, I cannot say that to save my life. You give those chips for tips instead of the regular tips. I'm not sure why they do that at the club that I'm opening. Hint, hint, clue, clue. We're not going to do that. Here I have a flush draw. It goes checkity-weckity, river. Nope, turn 3. That doesn't give me any more outs. But, I have a jack, I have a 10, I have a diamond. 2 of them, actually, so I have 4 diamonds. And so I can hit all sorts of things on the river that could potentially give me the best hand. Very specifically a diamond. I'm not sure if a jack or a 10, really. I'm just trying to get cute here and say that I had more outs than I did. Well, the 4 diamonds hits in the river, and that's gonna be good enough for me. Small blind checks, big blind checks, so it's gonna be on to me. I know I have the best hand now because they're not checking flushes. That's impossible. Nobody checks a flush on the river. I may get $60 just trying to get a crying call from an ace. Dude folds out a turn, no big deal. But then the small blind does come along, and he can't beat my hand. And he acts kind of disgusted, like, no, maybe I had 2 pair. But I don't know. I win. So last hand of the night, I scoop it instead of losing it. And that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Lost 600. Won 1100. This game's so stupid. Subscribe, please.